G'day, my name's Craig. I'm from White Magic. I'm here today to show you the new White Magic Spin Mop product, which is a revolution, we believe, in mopping technology. I want to show you how it works, how to get the best out of it. Okay, first things first, what do you get in the box? Instructional brochure that details everything that I'm going to talk about. 2 white microfiber heads. These are made from 8,000 strands of microfiber. They can use dry for dusting or wet for mopping, so make it suitable for any type of hard floor. Timber, laminate, stone, tile, any type of hard floor. Let's have a look. As I said, they're made from 8,000 strands of microfiber, so when they're dry, they create electrostatic energy. A bit like when you rub your feet on the carpet and a spark comes out the finger. That creates an electrical force that attracts and holds dust. So it's really good for a dry mop. When they're wet, they absorb up to 8 times their weight in liquid, so they're super absorbent. They're also 100 times machine washable. These can get put in a laundry bag, into a hot water wash, 60 degrees, and washed. No softener, no bleach, and air dry, not tumble dry. So you get 2 of these. They're also available afterwards, and they're retailing for $14.95. So heads available. Should last for about a year with normal use. So good value for money. You also get a third head called Micro Fingers. Micro Fingers is for washing cars, boats, caravans. Good for glass. Good for dusting. These little fingers are super soft, so they won't scratch. They go on using elastic, which means the head is protected from delicate surfaces like car paint. It's not machine washable, it's hand wash only. They're resold afterwards for about $10, so also available afterwards. You get a bucket. This bucket is made from high quality plastic. It's got a 1-year guarantee on it. No questions asked, any defects, take it back to the store you purchased with your receipt and get a new bucket. It's got a maximum water level of 6 litres. There's a sticker in there which indicates the maximum water level. You don't want to fill over that because the water will start spraying out during use. After 1 year, if any faults do occur, the spare parts are available. There's 4 screws there, spinner comes out, a new spinner goes in. Finally, you get a handle. This handle comes in 3 pieces. It weighs about 350 grams, so nice and light, made from good quality piping plus good quality connectors here, so it won't come undone. It's 1.2 in length. With the head, it weighs about 450 grams, and yeah, that's what you get. Okay, now let's start to learn about how to use the White Magic microfiber spin mop system. You've got your white microfiber head that we've taken out of the packaging. All we do is simply put it on the floor, make sure all the fibres are spread outwards. We take our mop handle, which we've put together, and we simply place it over the top of the head and press down with our foot until we hear a click to know the mop is connected. Very simple. Now this mop handle works at 45 degrees as an extension of your arm, much like a vacuum cleaner. You've got to be careful when you're using it first time to make sure you click it back to the 45, because if you don't, then you'll be cleaning like this, which is very unproductive. So you simply put on the ground vertically, find the angle at 45 degrees, click it back to that angle and work it a bit like a vacuum cleaner. Now this handle and head combination has some very unique properties. Let me introduce a chair into the equation to show you how they work. First off, if you've got a 360 swivel. So this 360 swivel means you can go around fixed furnishings, chair legs, table legs, couches, anything that's fixed you can't shift, it can get the fibres right up next to it and clean around. Also, it can clean into corners. It can be a round corner, a square corner, any type of corner. It can go right up into and clean right up to the edges. Also, we've got a 180 pivot, which means we can mop under things, under chairs, under coffee tables, under couches, all the way down to a clearance of approximately 5 to 7 centimeters. Very, very low, and you can still get that nice circular circumference all the way down to clean under. Now, this is a dry mop head that we've just taken out. So the mop does work dry. It uses electrostatic energy to collect and hold dust. How that works is you simply charge it up. So you move the head backwards and forwards about 5 to 6 times to create a charge. Now you move the mop over the top of the surface and it will collect and hold dust, pet hair, anything that's loose and dry on top of the surface. To remove them, you simply take it outside, give it a good shake, and that'll release for you. Alright, now let's have a look at the spinning mechanism. This is what really makes this mop system very unique. This spinner works a bit like a salad spinner. Same way you dry lettuce, this works for drying your mop. The spinner rotates at up to 2,600 revolutions per minute to expel water and dirt from the mop head. As I stated previously, this has got a 1-year guarantee on it, so anything goes wrong with this bucket, spinner, take it back to your shop to get a full changeover to a new bucket. After that, spare parts will be available. Now, how do we use it? First off, just here we put hot water. So you take it to your laundry, your sink, and turn the tap onto the hottest possible setting and fill it up. Now, you don't want to go over the mark indicated. Usually, for a small to medium house, halfway up is fine. But if you're doing a large job, you want to fill it all the way up to the sticker because the water will stay hotter for longer. Big question is, can I use my favourite cleaning chemical because I've been using it forever and I love the smell or the antibacterial nature? The answer is yes, you can use anything except for bleach. Anything except for bleach. It's not necessary, but if you want an antibacterial or fragrant finish, it will be fine. So we take our wet mop and we find this is the age-old issue. How you get a ringing mop relatively dry so you're not going to leave streaks and marks all over your floor. This system is very simple. You take your wet mop, you place it neatly into the spinner. You don't want fibres hanging off the edge, you want them all into the spinner. And you just press down once. That engages it at the base. No more downward pressure required. Now, you hold the top handle, the top of the handle here, to keep it vertical. Not for downward pressure, just to keep it vertical. And you take your foot down here and you spin out the excess water. Now when you're spinning, you're lifting your foot up and down. Not heel and toe, actually lifting your foot up and down to dry the mop. Let's just do that one more time and let's get a good look at the water spinning out to show you how effective it is. So take your wet mop, place in spinner, press down once and spin out your excess water. Look at that water spinning out. About 6 presses, 6 good hard presses should leave the mop relatively dry and ready for mopping. Pull it out while it's still spinning and that gives you that nice circle. You then, as we stated previously, click it back to that 45-degree angle and use it like a vacuum cleaner to mop over the top of the surface. If you've got some stubborn grime, which we have just there, all you do is you put your foot over the top of the fibres, give it a good rub, might need a little bit more, to shift that mark. That's a very stubborn mark, obviously. But now we've got a mop that is only fractionally wet, that's going to give a nice beautiful sheen to these tiles. It could be timber, laminate, stone, whatever you need. This is how the White Magic microfiber mop works. One other unique feature of it is it will actually stand up and wait for you to come back. So if the phone rings, the kids are arguing in the back room, simply stand it up, go and do what you have to do, and the mop will be here when you get back. Also, you've got a hole. This hole here helps you to store it so you can then put it up onto a hook. As I said previously, this head is 100 times machine washable. So the big question is, how do you get it off so you can put it in the washing machine? It's very simple. There are 2 screws here, either side of the either side of the handle. That represents the connection point where the handle pivots. To take it off, what you need to do is step on the fibre opposite that screw. You don't want to step on the dish because you'll break it, and it has to be 90 degrees or the head will pivot away from you and it won't lock in. So step opposite that screw and move it directly away from your body to remove it. One more time. Step on the fibre, not on the dish, and move it directly away from your body. That can then go in a laundry bag to be machine washed under around 60 degrees. Hot water wash is best. No softener, no bleach, and air dry, not tumble dry. Okay, this is the micro finger head. This is the third head you get in the box set. It's great for cleaning cars, boats, caravans, glass, and dusting. Let's show you how it goes on. It uses the elastic system rather than the click-on system to get around the purple dish on the handle. The reason for this is you don't want this hard plastic to come into contact with car paint and anything that's delicate, especially if you're dusting. You don't want anything hard to come into contact with delicate surfaces. So this nice soft microfiber is aggressive but soft, so it won't scratch, and it's a very, you'll see this material a lot in the shops, especially for washing cars. But what makes this different is you've got it on a 1.2 metre handle. So this gives you the 1.2 metre extension upwards, over and around. You can also break it down into a wand and run around the car like this at closer quarters. This isn't machine washable, this is hand wash only, so you only want to use normal washing powder, no softener, no bleach like always, hot water wash, and air dry, not tumble dry.